Chosen ones, get ready. Something extraordinary is about to unfold. Let me speak directly to you, God's chosen one. Right now, unseen forces are aligning in your favor, and a wave of divine abundance is on its way to you. Can you feel the shift? Picture this. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is not some distant dream. It already exists, stored in what I call a heavenly vault, filled with blessings that have been set aside for you. You may not see it with your physical eyes yet, but trust me, it's as real as the air you breathe. What's the missing piece? Alignment. When your heart, mind, and actions come into harmony with God's divine will, the barriers are removed and the blessings start to flow. Imagine waking up each day with unshakable faith, knowing that wealth, success, and fulfillment are not just possibilities, but promises written in God's plan for you. What if everything you've been through was simply preparing you to receive in abundance? Before we dive deeper, I want to take a moment to sincerely thank those of you who have supported this message through Super Thanks. Your kindness and generosity don't just uplift this work, they create ripples of blessings that return to you in ways beyond measure. Supporting a message of faith is an act of faith itself, and your giving reflects the very abundance that God is positioning you to receive. Thank you for sowing into this vision. You are part of something powerful. Now, let's talk about you, because this is your moment. Think of Joseph in Genesis 41, sold into slavery, betrayed and imprisoned, yet his faith never wavered. He held on to the vision God placed in his heart, and in time, he was elevated to wealth and power beyond his wildest imagination. Can you see how your own trials may be shaping you for the same kind of breakthrough? This message is your confirmation. You're not here by accident. You're chosen, and your season of blessing is closer than you think. When you align yourself with God's purpose, the storehouse of divine favor will begin to overflow into your life. If this resonates with you, comment 999 below as a declaration of faith. Let it be your symbol of agreement with God's plan and a sign that you are ready to receive. Your time has come. God's chosen one. Do you know you're about to be rich? Accept your blessing. Chosen one, do you truly see yourself as broke? Be honest with yourself. No matter what your bank account might say, do you genuinely feel poor deep within? Even during the toughest times, when you worried over every penny, stressed about making your next payment, and felt the crushing weight of financial burdens. Hasn't there always been a part of you that believed this wasn't where your story ends? That belief, however faint, was a spark of divine truth. Maybe you've had moments when you struggled to manage your resources, counting every dollar and wondering how you'd make it through. But at some point, clarity began to emerge. You realized that your financial state was not merely about numbers. It was a reflection of your mindset. The way you see yourself, whether as someone destined for abundance or stuck in scarcity, has the power to either attract or repel wealth. The Bible confirms this in Proverbs 23:7, which says, "As a man thinks in his heart, so is he." This timeless truth reminds us that what you believe about yourself determines your reality. When you start seeing yourself as blessed, favored, and prosperous, you align with the abundance that God has already planned for you. But if you let doubt creep in, it becomes a barrier, keeping your blessings out of reach. James 1:6-7 warns, "But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind." Doubt disrupts, but faith opens the door for miracles to flow. Now, close your eyes for a moment and imagine your ideal life. See yourself in a beautiful home filled with warmth and love. Picture driving luxurious cars, walking through expansive properties that are yours, and experiencing a life of freedom and fulfillment. Can you see it? Can you feel it? Hebrews 11:1 reminds us that faith is the confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. This means you must first visualize and believe in your blessings before they manifest in your life. Think about Abraham's story in Genesis 13:14-17. God told Abraham to look to the north, south, east, and west, and promised him all the land he could see. Abraham didn't physically own the land yet, but he had to see it and believe in the promise for it to become his reality. Like Abraham, you need to expand your vision. How far can you see for yourself? Can you truly envision the blessings God has in store for you, even if they feel distant right now? From what I've observed, the universe, created by God, operates on principles of generosity and abundance. It doesn't matter whether you're asking for something small, like a new opportunity, or something grand, like financial freedom or a dream home. When you align your heart and mindset with faith, the universe delivers. The question is, are you ready to step into alignment and claim what's already prepared for you? Your journey to abundance starts with belief. Trust that what you've requested is already on its way. When your faith remains strong and unwavering, the blessings God has reserved for you will unfold at the perfect time. So, take a moment to reflect. What would your life look like if you lived each day knowing that your breakthrough is closer than you think? Are you ready to step into the abundance that is already written into your story? Chosen one, maintaining a positive outlook and living in gratitude are vital steps toward unlocking the abundance that is destined for you. Gratitude is more than just a polite response. It is a spiritual force that shifts your entire energy. When you live with gratitude, you send out a powerful signal to the universe and to God, acknowledging not just what you have now, but also the blessings that are on their way. Each morning, when you wake up and reflect on the things you're thankful for, you shift your focus from what you lack to what you already possess. This shift doesn't just brighten your mood, it creates a fertile ground for even more blessings to flow into your life. The Bible encourages us in 1 Thessalonians 5:18. Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. This scripture is a reminder that gratitude is not conditional on your circumstances. Even when life feels challenging, gratitude opens the door to hope and abundance. How often do you pause and thank God for even the small things? A warm meal, a kind word, or simply the fact that you woke up today? Imagine how different your life would feel if you made gratitude the foundation of every day. Gratitude also sets the stage for one of the most transformative practices you can embrace: visualization. Visualization is not just about daydreaming, it's a faith-driven act of seeing and believing in your future. Picture the life you desire, your dream home filled with warmth and love, the financial freedom to pursue your passions, the ability to bless others generously. Can you see yourself in that life? Proverbs 29:18 tells us, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." Without a clear vision, it's easy to lose direction. But when you visualize your goals with clarity and faith, you create a roadmap for your success. Imagine this. You're standing in your dream home, surrounded by everything you've prayed for. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Visualization goes beyond simply imagining. It's about immersing yourself in the emotions of already being there. Hebrews 11:1 reminds us, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see." Faith and visualization go hand in hand. When you visualize, you are aligning your belief with God's promise, reinforcing the truth that your blessings are not only possible, but inevitable. But let's be clear, visualization alone is not enough. As James 2:17 reminds us, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. While dreaming big is an important first step, Taking consistent, intentional action is what transforms dreams into reality. Set clear, specific goals that align with your vision. Break those goals down into small, actionable steps and start working on them today. Every small action you take, no matter how insignificant it may seem, is a step closer to the life you're meant to live. Think about this. If you want to achieve financial freedom, what steps are you taking today to make that a reality? Are you learning new skills, saving wisely, or seeking opportunities that align with your goals? God's provision often meets us when we're already in motion, showing faith through our actions. What's one small step you could take right now to bring yourself closer to your dreams? Finally, cultivating a sense of abundance within yourself is crucial. Before you can attract wealth and success, you must believe that you are already abundant. Philippians 4:19 reminds us, "And my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory in Christ Jesus." This verse underscores that God's resources are limitless. If you trust that God has already provided for all your needs, how would that change your perspective? Instead of focusing on what you lack, you'd begin to live with confidence and gratitude, knowing that everything you need is already on its way. Let's consider the story of the widow in 2 Kings 4. When she cried out to the prophet Elisha for help, all she had was a small jar of oil. But Elisha instructed her to gather empty jars and pour the oil into them. Miraculously, the oil didn't run out until every jar was filled. What does this story teach us? Even when your resources seem small, faith combined with action creates abundance. Are there empty jars in your life that you need to prepare for God's blessings? Chosen one, your path to abundance is a balance of faith, gratitude, visualization, and action. Take time every day to thank God for what you have and what's coming. See yourself living the life you desire. Believe it's possible and act as if it's already yours. Every small step matters. You were not created for mediocrity, but for greatness. Trust that the abundance God has promised is already written into your story. Are you ready to step into it? It's completely normal to have doubts about this approach. Chosen one. Maybe you're wondering if a shift in mindset can truly impact your financial reality. But let me remind you, if these words resonate with you, it's not a coincidence. The wealth and opportunities you're seeking are not beyond your reach. They are already within your grasp. However, the journey to abundance starts not with action, but with a profound change in how you think about money and your relationship with it. Take a moment to reflect on how you perceive yourself. Do you see yourself as someone destined for prosperity? Or are you trapped in the belief that financial struggles are simply part of your reality? The Bible reminds us in Romans 12:2, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." This renewal is the first and most critical step. When you shift your mindset to one of abundance and gratitude, your actions naturally align with that belief, opening doors to the opportunities you've been waiting for. Consider this. If you constantly think about what you lack, you're reinforcing scarcity in your life. How often have you caught yourself worrying over an empty wallet or unpaid bills, asking questions like, "Why am I always short on money?" When you focus on what you don't have, you're magnifying those feelings of lack and creating an emotional state that repels abundance. Instead, ask yourself, what do I already have that I can be grateful for? The Bible teaches in Philippians 4:8, "Whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, think about such things." This powerful verse reminds us to focus on the goodness around us, even in the smallest of blessings. Gratitude is the gateway to abundance because it shifts your focus from scarcity to plenty. Have you ever noticed that people who attract wealth often carry a sense of confidence and calm about money? This is because they don't see money as an obstacle, they see it as a tool. They focus not on chasing money, but on creating value, and the wealth naturally follows. Proverbs 11:25 tells us, "A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed." True wealth begins when you shift your focus from what you can get to what you can give. What value can you offer to the world? How can your skills, talents, and even your time enrich the lives of others? Let me share a powerful example from the Bible, the story of the widow's offering in Mark 12:41-44. While others gave large sums from their abundance, the widow gave 2 small coins, all she had. Jesus honored her offering not because of its size, but because of her heart. Her faith and willingness to give, even when it seemed like she had nothing, demonstrated a profound trust in God's provision. What does this story teach us? Generosity is not about the amount, but about the intention and trust behind it. Could it be that your willingness to give, even in small ways, could unlock the flow of blessings in your life? Another important principle is seeing wealth not as the ultimate goal, but as a byproduct of creating value and living with purpose. Ask yourself, what can I do today to provide value to others? Wealth often follows those who solve problems, serve others, and contribute meaningfully to their communities. This doesn't mean you have to make grand gestures. Sometimes, the smallest acts of service can create ripple effects that lead to opportunities and abundance. But none of this is possible without first transforming how you see yourself. If you believe you're destined to struggle, that belief will shape your reality. On the other hand, if you see yourself as prosperous, blessed, and chosen, your actions will reflect that mindset. Philippians 4:19 assures us, "And my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory in Christ Jesus." This verse is a reminder that God's provision is limitless and that he has already prepared everything you need. Do you trust that this promise applies to you? Think of it this way. What would your life look like if you believed deep in your heart that wealth and success were already yours? How would your thoughts, decisions, and actions change? Instead of worrying about lack, you'd begin to act with confidence, generosity, and faith. You'd see every challenge as an opportunity to grow and every resource as a tool to fulfill your purpose. Chosen one, remember this. Your path to abundance begins with your mindset. Renew your thoughts, focus on what you can give, and trust that God's provision is already working in your favor. The opportunities you seek are closer than you realize, but it all starts with how you see yourself. Are you ready to take the first step and embrace the prosperity that's been waiting for you? The law of attraction reminds us that like attracts like, and your energy shapes your reality. If you focus on abundance, gratitude, and positivity, you align yourself with a higher frequency that draws blessings into your life. Have you noticed how life feels lighter when you shift your attention to the good around you? This mindset doesn't just bring material wealth, it unlocks a sense of purpose, fulfillment, and joy. When you concentrate on abundance, on the beauty of creation, the kindness of others, and the endless possibilities ahead, you open the door for more goodness to flow into your life. The Bible echoes this truth in Joel 3:10. Let the weak say, I am strong. Why would God ask us to speak strength in moments of weakness? Because our words are declarations of faith. Similarly, when you feel financially strained, the Bible encourages you to declare, I am rich. Have you considered how the words you speak over yourself and your situation might be shaping your reality? Proverbs 18:21 says, the tongue has the power of life and death. If you constantly say, I'm broke, you reinforce scarcity. But if you declare abundance, even when you don't see it, you're planting seeds for a future filled with blessings. Imagine your life as a masterpiece, a canvas painted with vibrant colors of abundance, joy, and peace. Can you see yourself surrounded by meaningful relationships, financial freedom, and the ability to help others? Hebrews 11:1 reminds us, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see." This act of visualizing your life as abundant isn't just daydreaming, it's an expression of faith. When you see yourself thriving and feel the emotions of living that life, you're aligning your thoughts and actions with the reality you want to create. How often do you pause to notice the blessings you already have? Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools to shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. By practicing daily gratitude, thanking God for even the smallest gifts, you elevate your vibrational energy and align yourself with blessings yet to come. Why do you think Philippians 4:8 urges us to focus on whatever is true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable, excellent, or praiseworthy? Because what you focus on grows. Gratitude amplifies abundance and prepares your heart for more. Some people might look at your situation and scoff, thinking, "What's she so confident about? She doesn't have much," but they don't understand the power of faith. Have you ever wondered why the Bible says in 2 Corinthians 5:7, "For we live by faith, not by sight"? Faith allows you to trust in God's plan, even when your circumstances seem unclear. Others might judge you based on what they see, but your strength comes from believing in what God has promised, not what the world perceives. When you act as if your blessings are already here, you align yourself with the abundance waiting to flow into your life. Do you think acting as if is pretending? It's not. It's living with confidence that God's promises will come to pass. Philippians 4:19 assures us, "And my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory in Christ Jesus." If God's riches are infinite, why wouldn't he provide more than enough for you? Acting as if means embodying that truth, knowing that abundance is your birthright as his chosen one. Think about someone who constantly says, "I can't afford this," or "Money never comes my way." Have you noticed how their life seems stuck in lack? Now, picture someone else who, even with little in their pocket, confidently declares, "I am blessed. I am wealthy. I have more than enough." This isn't delusion, it's faith in action. Their words, thoughts, and actions align with abundance, creating an environment where blessings can flow freely. Which approach are you choosing today? Mark 11:23 illustrates the power of this mindset. "Truly I tell you, if anyone says to this mountain, 'Go, throw yourself into the sea,' and does not doubt in their heart, but believes that what they say will happen, it will be done for them." Have you ever thought about the mountains in your life? Are you speaking to them with faith, or are you allowing them to overshadow your belief in God's power? Chosen one, you have the power to reshape your reality. Speak abundance over your life. Focus on the beauty around you and visualize the life you want. How would your daily actions and decisions change if you truly believed your blessings were already on their way? Trust that God's promises are true, and remember that the abundance you seek begins with your mindset. Chosen one, have you ever thought about how your words and thoughts reveal your financial future? Just a short conversation about money can often expose whether someone is walking toward abundance or holding themselves back in scarcity. Many people desire riches but unknowingly repel them by the way they think and speak. Have you ever heard someone say things like, "Money is the root of all evil," or "Rich people must be doing something wrong to have that much"? These beliefs act like barriers, driving wealth away without the person even realizing it. Could your own words or thoughts about money be doing the same to you? What most people fail to see is that the gap between wealth and poverty isn't just about working hard, it's about your mindset. Proverbs 23:7 says, "As a man thinks in his heart, so is he." This truth reminds us that the way you think about yourself and your relationship with money determines the reality you experience. Do you believe wealth is beyond your reach, or do you see it as a blessing that's meant for you? Faith plays a key role in this transformation. Hebrews 11:1 tells us, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for, and assurance about what we do not see." Faith isn't just about believing in what's possible, it's about trusting that God has already placed opportunities and blessings in your path, even if you can't see them yet. Right now, you're standing on the edge of a major financial breakthrough. The wealth and opportunities you've been dreaming about aren't just distant possibilities, they're real and already moving toward you. Do you believe that? If you do, you're already halfway there. Faith, when combined with action, unlocks doors that seemed impossible to open. In Matthew 21:22, Jesus said, "If you believe, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer." This isn't just about material wealth. It's about aligning your heart, mind, and actions with the divine plan God has for your life. What would your days look like if you lived as though your breakthrough was already on its way? Your mindset, words, and actions are the foundation of your financial future. Every thought you entertain and every word you speak shapes the reality you're building. Proverbs 18:21 reminds us, "The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit." Have you ever stopped to consider how your words might be planting seeds for either scarcity or abundance in your life? For example, when you speak negatively about money, you reinforce the very limitations you want to escape. But when you speak words of abundance, faith, and gratitude, you create fertile ground for blessings to grow. This alignment between your thoughts, words, and actions is more than just positive thinking. It's a powerful spiritual principle. James 2:17 teaches us, "Faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead." Faith requires action, and action requires alignment. Speaking positively about money is important, but you must also take practical steps that reflect your belief in abundance. Are you managing your current resources wisely? Are you looking for ways to create value and serve others? Wealth often follows those who add value to the world, not just those who wish for it. Think about this. When you align your mindset with abundance, you invite opportunities, resources, and blessings into your life. However, when your thoughts remain stuck in scarcity, you create invisible barriers that block those blessings. The Bible encourages us to renew our minds in Romans 12:2. "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Have you taken time to renew your thoughts about money and see it as a tool for God's purpose rather than a source of stress or fear? Imagine for a moment what your life would look like if you believed wholeheartedly in the abundance that's waiting for you. Picture yourself living in financial freedom, blessing others with your wealth, and pursuing your passions without limitation. This isn't just a dream, it's a vision of what's possible when you align your thoughts, words, and actions with faith. But remember, this transformation starts with how you speak about your current circumstances. Instead of saying, "I can't afford this," start saying, "I am blessed, and all my needs are met." Instead of focusing on what you lack, focus on the abundance that's already within your reach. Mark 11:23 teaches us the power of speaking with faith. "Truly I tell you, if anyone says to this mountain, 'Go, throw yourself into the sea,' and does not doubt in their heart, but believes that what they say will happen, it will be done for them." What are the mountains in your financial life? Are you speaking to them with faith and confidence, Or are you letting them block your view of the blessings on the other side? Chosen one, your financial breakthrough is closer than you realize. The wealth and opportunities you desire are not far away. They're waiting for you to align your thoughts, words, and actions with the abundance God has already prepared for you. Start today by speaking life into your circumstances. Declare that you are rich, blessed, and capable of achieving everything God has planned for you. Your journey to abundance begins now. Are you ready to take the first step? Chosen one, have you ever noticed how the people you surround yourself with influence the way you think and act? Being around individuals who think the way you want to think can elevate your mindset and accelerate your journey toward financial success. Their beliefs, attitudes, and expectations about wealth can shape your own, helping you step into the abundance that's meant for you. Proverbs 27:17 reminds us, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." The right company will inspire you, challenge you, and push you closer to the life God has destined for you. Who are the people in your circle, and are they helping you grow or holding you back? When you spend time with people who expect wealth and abundance, you begin to adopt those expectations for yourself. It's not just about their words, it's about their energy, their confidence, and the way they carry themselves. Have you ever felt uplifted or inspired just by being around someone with a positive outlook? That's the power of a shared mindset. The Bible reinforces this principle in 1 Corinthians 15:33. Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. Surrounding yourself with negative or scarcity-driven people can hold you back, but being around those who believe in abundance can transform your perspective and align you with opportunities you might not have seen otherwise. When you embrace this mindset, you align yourself with the divine flow of abundance. God created you with a purpose to thrive, succeed, and make a positive impact in the world. At your core, you are destined for greatness. Deuteronomy 8:18 reminds us, "But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth." This verse teaches us that prosperity is not just a gift, but a tool given by God to fulfill your purpose. Have you ever thought about how your financial success could allow you to serve others in even greater ways? It's important to recognize that money itself isn't evil. It's simply a tool that amplifies who you already are. 1. Timothy 6:10 warns us that the love of money is the root of all evil. But this doesn't mean money is inherently bad. Instead, it's the obsession with money or placing it above God that leads to harm. When money is viewed as a resource for doing good, it becomes a blessing. How would your life change if you saw wealth as an opportunity to make a difference rather than something to fear or chase? If you have a passion for helping others, imagine the impact you could make with greater financial resources. Think about how much farther your kindness and generosity could reach. Picture feeding the hungry, supporting education, or building opportunities for those in need. Not as distant dreams, but as tangible goals you can achieve through abundance. Have you considered how the wealth you seek could multiply the positive impact you're already making? Chosen one, God has equipped you with the potential to thrive, not just for your own benefit, but to bless others. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, align your mindset with abundance, and trust that wealth is not just about material gain. It's a divine tool to fulfill your purpose. Are you ready to embrace this perspective and step into the abundance that's waiting for you? The impact you're destined to make is far greater than you can imagine. Chosen one, true wealth isn't just about accumulating material possessions. It's about creating positivity and doing good in the world. Your mindset plays a crucial role in this process. Life's challenges and setbacks, including financial hardships, may feel all too familiar. But how you perceive these difficulties shapes the path ahead. Have you ever observed someone else's success and felt inspired rather than envious? That perspective is key to unlocking abundance. It allows you to see opportunities rather than limitations, to focus on growth rather than scarcity. The belief that wealth comes at the cost of losing your soul is a myth designed to disempower. Proverbs 10:22 reminds us, "The blessing of the Lord brings wealth, without painful toil for it." This means wealth, when aligned with God's will, can come with peace and purpose, not corruption or greed. Poverty isn't a badge of virtue, and living in constant lack isn't part of God's plan for you. Have you considered that struggling financially might be a sign that your perspective needs a shift rather than your worth being in question? Imagine a life where your choices aren't dictated by money. Picture being financially independent, free to help your community, improve education, or enhance health and wellness for others. Wouldn't it be incredible to support causes you're passionate about without worrying if you have enough for yourself? This vision isn't just a dream, it's achievable when you align your mindset and actions with abundance. The Bible tells us in Deuteronomy 28:12, "The Lord will open the heavens, the storehouse of his bounty, to send rain on your land in season, and to bless all the work of your hands." Abundance is not only possible, it's promised when you act with faith and purpose. Adopting an expansive view of wealth transforms your relationship with money. When you see wealth not as the ultimate goal, but as a tool for good, you align your values with your financial pursuits. Have you ever thought about how money could amplify the good you're already doing? For example, financial independence could allow you to sponsor educational programs, fund charitable initiatives, or provide resources to those in need. Money, in this light, becomes a resource that supports worthwhile causes and creates lasting impact. It's important to understand that wealth isn't inherently good or bad. It's neutral. Its value is determined by how it's used. 1 Timothy 6:10 warns, "For the love of money is the root of all evil." But this doesn't mean money itself is evil. It's the obsession with money or placing it above God's will that leads to harm. When wealth is viewed as a means to serve others and fulfill your purpose, it becomes a blessing. How would your actions change if you began seeing money as a resource to fulfill a greater purpose rather than a source of stress or limitation? Imagine living a life where you can not only meet your own needs, but also give generously and create opportunities for others. This vision is not about extravagance, it's about freedom. Freedom to make choices based on what truly matters to you, whether that's supporting your loved ones, contributing to your community, or investing in initiatives that leave a legacy. Have you ever wondered what kind of legacy you could build if financial constraints were no longer holding you back? Chosen one, wealth isn't about hoarding resources for personal gain. It's about aligning your mindset and actions with a higher purpose. By adopting a mindset of abundance, you create a ripple effect of positivity and empowerment. Money becomes a tool, a means to bring your vision to life, and a resource to create lasting change. Are you ready to embrace this mindset and step into the financial independence that allows you to live out your purpose? The abundance you desire is waiting for you to claim it and use it for good. Chosen one, the path to financial freedom and a greater capacity to assist others begins with your personal growth. Your mindset and view of money play a pivotal role in shaping the opportunities that come your way. When you cultivate a positive perspective about money and see it as a tool for good, your life starts to shift. Have you noticed how your thoughts about money can affect your ability to welcome or resist abundance? By aligning your deepest desires with purposeful action, you'll begin to see new doors open, opportunities emerge, and decisions that benefit not just yourself, but also those around you. This isn't just about acquiring wealth. It's about transforming your life and using what you gain as a catalyst for good. The Bible teaches us in Proverbs 16:3, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans." This reminds us that aligning our actions with God's purpose allows blessings to flow more freely into our lives. Whether you're praying, setting goals, or simply visualizing a better future, you're moving towards something greater that you believe is already yours. Have you ever felt the pull toward a life that feels just out of reach, but also unmistakably meant for you? That's the first step in transformation, believing that what you desire is not only possible, but within your grasp. To make this a reality, you need to ensure that your energy matches your dreams. Think about those who win the lottery, but find themselves back at square one shortly afterward. It's not the money that failed them, it's their mindset. They weren't ready to manage the windfall, and so they lost it. On the other hand, someone with a strong belief in abundance and the skills to manage it will not only keep their wealth, but often grow it. Have you prepared yourself to receive the blessings you're asking for? Are you developing the habits, mindset, and discipline needed to sustain and grow your wealth when it arrives? Your mindset works like a magnet, drawing in whatever you focus on. When you're tuned into positive outcomes, opportunities, and success, that's what you'll attract into your life. It's not just about wanting more, it's about being ready to receive and maintain what comes your way. Philippians 4:13 reminds us, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." This verse is a call to action, a reminder that your faith, combined with effort, equips you to handle the responsibilities that come with abundance. What steps are you taking today to prepare yourself for the blessings God has already planned for you? The people and environments you surround yourself with also play a critical role. Think of your mindset as a seed and your surroundings as the soil. Are you planting yourself in fertile ground? By surrounding yourself with positive influences, people who inspire you, encourage you, and reflect your aspirations, you create an environment where you can grow and thrive. Have you noticed how the right people can elevate your perspective and motivate you to aim higher? These influences not only support your immediate goals, but also encourage you to dream bigger and take bolder steps toward your vision. Remember, every setback is just a setup for a comeback. Challenges aren't meant to defeat you, they're meant to refine you. James 1:2-3 tells us, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance." Each obstacle you encounter is an opportunity to grow stronger, realign your energy, and recommit to your dreams. Have you ever looked back at a tough time and realized how it prepared you for a greater success? What if the challenges you're facing now are shaping you for the blessings to come? Chosen one, you are not meant to simply survive, you are meant to thrive. Trust that every action you take, every belief you nurture, and every step of faith you make is moving you closer to the abundance you're destined for. You are being prepared not just to achieve wealth, but to use it to create lasting impact. Align your energy, focus on your purpose, and trust that the life you've envisioned is waiting for you. Are you ready to take the next step and embrace the transformation that's already unfolding? Chosen one, have you ever been told that chasing wealth is wrong, or that living simply is the only virtuous path? While simplicity has its merits, this kind of thinking can often hold you back from reaching your true potential. It's not about celebrating lack or glorifying struggle. It's about recognizing that abundance allows you to live with purpose, create positive change, and fulfill the mission God has placed on your heart. Wanting more isn't inherently bad, especially when your intentions align with goodness and service. Have you ever considered how wealth can be a tool for doing extraordinary good in the world? Money, when earned through meaningful and positive efforts, becomes more than just currency. It's a reflection of your impact. Think about this. When you write a book that inspires others, create innovations that solve problems, or share knowledge that heals, the wealth you generate is evidence of the value you bring to the world. Proverbs 22:29 reminds us, "Do you see someone skilled in their work? They will serve before kings." When you use your gifts and talents to contribute meaningfully, the wealth that follows is a sign that you're walking in your purpose. Why should you feel guilty about wealth that comes from doing what you're called to do? Wealth isn't just for your benefit. It's a tool that allows you to bless others. When you succeed, you're in a position to create opportunities for those around you. Imagine being able to hire people, support charities, or take care of your family in ways you couldn't before. Have you ever thought about how your success could lift up not just yourself, but entire communities? Your achievements don't just elevate your life. They create a ripple effect, inspiring others and providing resources where they're most needed. A mindset of abundance opens the door to dreaming bigger and aiming higher. Instead of focusing on what you lack, you start to see the opportunities that surround you. Philippians 4:8 encourages us to focus on what is true, noble, right, pure, and admirable. This isn't just a call to think positively. It's an invitation to shift your perspective and recognize the blessings and possibilities that align with God's plan for you. How often do you allow yourself to dream beyond your current circumstances, trusting that God has more in store for you? Aligning your financial goals with your values is key to maintaining humility and integrity as you pursue success. Gaining wealth isn't about greed or selfishness, it's about stewardship. Luke 16:10 says, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much." This verse reminds us that wealth is a responsibility. When your financial goals align with a bigger purpose, helping others, supporting your community, or creating positive change, your wealth becomes a tool for growth and service. Have you thought about how your financial success could contribute to a larger mission beyond yourself? Ultimately, wealth is not about how much you have, but about what you do with it. Imagine using your financial resources to support initiatives that matter, to lift up those in need, and to create a legacy that impacts future generations. This isn't just about acquiring wealth. It's about living in alignment with your purpose and turning your success into a blessing for others. Chosen one, you are not meant to live in limitation. Your desire for abundance is not selfish. It's part of God's plan to equip you for greater service. Embrace the mindset of abundance, dream boldly, and align your goals with values that uplift yourself and those around you. Your success has the potential to create positive change on a scale you may not yet fully comprehend. Are you ready to step into the fullness of what God has prepared for you? Wealth, when pursued with integrity and purpose, becomes a means to fulfill the greater calling on your life. Chosen one, when you use your wealth wisely and keep your focus on helping others, you unlock the ability to enjoy abundance without the pitfalls that often come with it. This intentional approach to wealth doesn't just enrich your own life, it strengthens communities and fosters a more vibrant society. Have you ever imagined how your prosperity could ripple outward, touching lives and creating meaningful change? Wealth, when managed thoughtfully and guided by a purpose, is far more than material gain. It becomes a tool for transformation. You deserve to experience this abundance, not as a selfish pursuit, but as a means to fulfill your divine purpose and lift others up along the way. God's plan for you isn't one of perpetual need or limitation. He wants you to prosper so you can help others rise as well. Deuteronomy 8:18 reminds us, "But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth." This ability is not just for personal comfort. It's an opportunity to reflect God's goodness by creating positive change in the world. Do you see how your success could be the bridge that connects others to hope, opportunity, and better lives? Go after your dreams boldly, knowing that wealth is about far more than just having more. It's about doing more, giving more, and making a bigger impact. Picture yourself as someone powerful and influential, leading from the front, inspiring others, and creating opportunities for those around you. Can you see yourself stepping into this role? If the people around you are finding success, it's time for you to believe that the same is possible for you. Proverbs 13:4 tells us, "The soul of the diligent shall be made rich." Your diligence combined with faith and action is what will allow abundance to flow into your life effortlessly. Every dollar that enters your hands is a sign that you're in alignment with the prosperity meant for you. Gratitude plays a crucial role in narrowing the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Are you truly thankful for what you already have? Gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, and when paired with faith, it creates a powerful force that draws even more blessings into your life. Have you noticed how people who are grateful seem to attract opportunities effortlessly? The Bible emphasizes this principle in Philippians 4:6. "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." Gratitude bridges the gap between desire and fulfillment, helping you align with the blessings that are already on their way. Giving and receiving are inseparable parts of true wealth. Generosity not only transforms the lives of those you help, but also enriches your own spirit. Have you ever felt the joy of giving, even when it seemed like you had little to spare? That act of generosity creates a ripple effect, blessing both the giver and the receiver. Proverbs 11:25 reminds us, "A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed." This divine principle shows that wealth is not about accumulation, but circulation. Are you using your resources to support others, fund causes you care about, or create opportunities that align with your values? When you manage wealth thoughtfully and ethically, you create a cycle of prosperity that benefits everyone involved. Imagine supporting a child's education, funding healthcare for someone in need, or contributing to a project that uplifts an entire community. These actions don't just change others' lives, they deepen your sense of purpose and fulfillment. Luke 16:10 says, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much." This is a reminder that wealth is a responsibility, a resource entrusted to you to steward wisely. Have you considered how your financial decisions reflect your values and priorities? Aligning your mindset with abundance allows you to dream big and pursue goals that once seemed out of reach. When you believe in your ability to succeed, you begin to see opportunities that you may have missed when focused on scarcity. What would it look like if you fully embraced the idea that wealth is not hard to attain? Matthew 7:7 encourages us, "Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you." The universe, as part of God's divine plan, responds to faith and action. When you align your energy with your goals, you invite opportunities and blessings into your life. Wealth isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter and aligning with divine flow. Think about the effortless way trees grow, rivers flow, and nature thrives. This teaches us that achieving more often requires less striving and more wisdom. Have you considered how adopting a mindset of ease and alignment could transform your relationship with money? When you release the misconception that wealth requires constant struggle, you open yourself to the possibility of achieving more by doing less. This doesn't mean avoiding effort. It means focusing your energy wisely and strategically. Chosen one, you are not destined to merely survive. You are meant to thrive, to give generously, and to lead a life of impact. Start by believing in your goals and aligning your actions with your purpose. Imagine yourself as someone who not only attracts wealth, but also uses it to make the world better. Each step you take toward abundance brings you closer to fulfilling your divine mission. Trust that the blessings you desire are already within reach, waiting for you to claim them. Are you ready to embrace this calling and step into the prosperity you were created for? Chosen one, have you ever paused to reflect on the natural abundance of the world? The universe is inherently generous, offering enough for everyone, but it requires faith to recognize and align yourself with this truth. When you shift your mindset to believe in abundance, you unlock doors to wealth and success that may have seemed impossible before. Staying optimistic and filled with gratitude is essential for this transformation. Gratitude, when embraced fully, doesn't just change your mood, it changes your perspective, making you more open to the flow of prosperity. Have you noticed how a thankful heart attracts blessings, while a mindset focused on lack keeps them at bay? Sharing your wealth is another way to participate in the cycle of abundance. Proverbs 11:24-25 says, "One person gives freely, yet gains even more. Another withholds unduly, but comes to poverty. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed." When you give, you're not losing. You're creating a ripple effect that benefits you and those around you. Giving reinforces the truth that abundance is endless, and as you share your blessings, you invite even more to flow into your life. By adopting these principles of gratitude, optimism, and generosity, you tap into the universe's energy to achieve your dreams. This alignment allows you to enjoy not just financial success, but a life filled with contentment and purpose. The mindset you carry is your most powerful tool in the pursuit of wealth. Without the right mindset, even the hardest work can leave you stuck in the same place. Do you see how your thoughts and beliefs are shaping your reality right now? It's important to affirm your wealth daily. Visualize yourself as wealthy, not someday in the future, but right now. Cast aside the doubts others may try to place in your mind. Have you ever encountered people who dismissed these ideas, calling them unrealistic? Often, those same people remain stuck in their struggles, while those who embrace the mindset of abundance rise above their limitations. The Bible reminds us in Romans 12:2, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." This renewal is key to breaking free from scarcity and stepping into the prosperity that's already meant for you. Adopting this mindset is vital because wealth is about so much more than just numbers in a bank account. Wealth is freedom. The freedom to pursue your dreams, support your loved ones, and make a meaningful impact on the world. Have you considered how your financial independence could amplify your ability to do good? For a person of good nature, wealth doesn't corrupt. It empowers. It allows you to give generously, build opportunities for others, and create a lasting legacy of impact. I urge you to embrace your financial destiny with confidence. Doubt has no place in your journey. Believe wholeheartedly that wealth and success are already yours, and watch as this belief shapes your reality. Mark 11:24 tells us, "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours." Faith isn't just hoping, It's knowing that what you seek is already on its way to you. Chosen one, wealth is not a distant dream. It's a natural part of your journey. The abundance you seek is closer than you think, waiting for you to align your mindset, words, and actions with its flow. Trust in this process, give generously, and maintain a heart filled with gratitude. Your destiny is one of prosperity and purpose. Are you ready to fully embrace it and step into the life you were meant to live? Beloved, chosen one. Despite the skepticism some may hold, isn't it fascinating that even those who doubt often turn to prayer, hoping for financial blessings? This reveals a profound truth. Deep down, we all yearn for abundance and trust in the possibility of divine provision. True wealth goes far beyond material possessions. It's rooted in a spiritually abundant life. When you align your spiritual beliefs with your financial ambitions, you pave a path that leads to both fulfillment and success. Have you thought about how this alignment could create a life where purpose and prosperity coexist? By fostering this balance, you ensure that your journey toward financial wealth enhances not just your material well-being, but your spiritual and emotional health as well. Community is an essential element of this journey. Surrounding yourself with positive, uplifting individuals who share your values and aspirations can significantly amplify your progress. Have you noticed how being in the company of supportive people encourages you to dream bigger, act boldly, and reach higher? Sharing your achievements with others doesn't just increase your joy, it also spreads prosperity, uplifting everyone around you. Your success becomes a source of inspiration, a beacon that shows others what's possible when faith and effort align. I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to all of you who have supported this channel and mission. Whether it's through your thoughtful engagement, sharing these messages, or your contributions through Super Thanks, your generosity means the world to us. Your support not only helps us continue creating these empowering messages, but also allows us to reach even more people on their journeys toward abundance. If this message has inspired you or resonated with your own goals, please consider supporting us through Super Thanks. Every contribution, no matter how small, makes a difference in helping us spread positivity, light, and the tools to unlock your greatest potential. And even if you're unable to contribute right now, just being here, listening and engaging is an incredible gift. You are chosen, and your belief in this mission fuels everything we do. Thank you again for being part of this journey. Your belief in these messages and your support, whether through Super Thanks or simply by being here, means more than words can express. If this message resonated with you, I encourage you to subscribe so we can continue exploring these important conversations together. Please don't hesitate to share your thoughts, reflections, or personal experiences in the comments. I would love to hear from you and learn how you're embracing your abundance. As you leave today, carry this message with you. Your blessings are already on their way, and you are destined for greatness. Walk forward with faith, gratitude, and confidence, knowing that your journey is guided by divine provision. May your days be filled with peace, joy, and prosperity. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, keep seeking, keep believing, and know that your best is yet to come.